watching Crankin Out Crafts again, and my name is Puna. And this week we are going to be talking a little bit about art and art supplies. It's actually a suggested idea from one of our fans in Texas. His name is Jackson. Thanks again, Jackson, for the great idea. We're going to talk about a lot about shading and different art media this week. So first we're going to start with our charcoal pencil kit. This is a nice kit. It comes with 3 different black charcoal pencils and 1 white charcoal pencil. These are different grades of pencils, so 2B, 4B, and 6B all together in one pack. Not to mention some a kneaded eraser, which is good to erase charcoal with. So I'm going to show you how to do a really easy shading project with these pencils, and we're working today on pastel paper. Looks like this. You can use pastel paper, charcoal paper, or even a Bristol paper for doing charcoal work. The biggest difference between the pastel and these is that the pastel does come in other colors. So it's kind of cool. But I'm going to use pastel because that's what I've got. And we're just going to do this off-white pastel. And it's a really, really simple, easy project just to get you started knowing about charcoal pencils and about how to shade with them. So I'm going to start with our 6B pencil, and I'm going to draw a circle. It can be a baseball or a basketball or a soccer ball, either way. So I just drew a circle, and then I'm going to start with the 6B to do a nice shading here on the edges, and this is going to be the darkest part. So if we're thinking the light source is on this side, this shading is where the light is hitting the ball the least. Next we're going to take our 4B pencil and do the same thing slightly closer to the light source. If you notice, the 4B lays down a slightly lighter coat. If you want to have that 6B even darker than that, you want to have this nice deep black shadow, you can go back in and add some of this to it. And then we're going to go and switch to the very last thing, our 2B charcoal pencil, and we're going to write down there with the last bit of it, and that's going to be the lightest coat of all. And I want to make sure that I've got a good layer. So now I'm switching back and forth between all my pencils just to kind of give it some nice shading. We're going to go through like this until I have it about where we are, and then we're going to take this called a blending stump. You often see them like this in packs of 2 or 3. Mine's a little bit bigger, but this is called a blending stump, and what we're going to do is then take from the darkest section and blend outward, and I'm just using the edge of the blending stump. And this will give you just a really simple, easy way to do some shading on a picture. And I can even blend even more charcoal into my lighter area over here. That's pretty much it for the shading. I can go through here and make it a little bit darker, smoother, that kind of stuff. But that's really all I'm going to do for the shading. And then, last but not least, if you see I've got a couple of areas over here when I went over the lines, you can take a kneaded rubber eraser, and it works really well for charcoal to pick up little extra mistakes, smudge marks, and stuff like that. To clean out your kneaded eraser, pull it apart and let all that charcoal dust drift out of it. And that's it.